We will share something with you today that will help you to understand the reason why you are in this planet, in this body, and where you're going. It took me 10 years of meditation to finally realize this, and it completely shifted the way I view things.
Raphael is going to share mechanism why we all suffer here, why we are sick, and what we can do about it.
You know how a lot of people say there's mind, body, and soul, and we want to be in alignment with all three dimensions? Well, actually, they're missing one very, very important one, which completely shifted the way I view my existence. There's actually the body, the mind, the soul, and the spirit. What do these four different things mean? Let's go through them. First, on the lowest dimension, on the third dimension, is the body. That's our physical existence. It's our tool with which we experience. The body loves to indulge in things, the body loves pleasure, the body still misses something, still has desires and cravings. It is our physical existence. Then the mind is the next dimension. That is our software for the brain. We don't take it with us when we're born, we don't take it with us when we leave the planet again. The mind is basically just a software program which we have installed in our brain.
So you will not take your university degrees with you?
No. So the mind is just what we are programming it to do. If you grow up in a violent household, the mind will try to make logic and sense from it, and it will just think it's normal, and that's a software which is programmed into the mind. We can still reprogram the mind, but it's still just a temporary existence together with the body. Then the third one is the soul. The soul, which I often understood is the pure love, is the divine, is the consciousness, is actually something else. The soul is the bridge between the physical world and between the spirit world, between the divine. The soul is your character, it's your personality. You know, when you have 10 puppies from your dog and you notice that each of them has a different personality, that's their soul. The soul is containing the lessons, the experiences, and the wisdom from previous lives. And that's what we keep carrying on to our next lives. It is the connector. It's holding the physical world together with the fifth dimensional world, 3D and 5D. That's the bridge. That's the soul. The next one is the fifth dimensional world. That's the spirit. That's what we call spirit. And this is pure love, consciousness, wholeness, oneness. This is the divine truth. It is the divine. And each of us humans, or all the beings on this planet, we have a part of this divinity, a part of this spirit within us. And the spirit is eternal. The spirit can't die. So now we understand there is body, there is mind, there is soul, and there is spirit. There are actually 4 dimensions, not just 3 that we talk about. So that was the first aha moment for me. Now it comes to the interesting part, that the spirit and the body are in a constant fight. They are like fire and water. They don't exist well together. The body wants to continuously have pleasure, indulgence, addictions, its negative emotions, its fixes, and the spirit still seeks truth and enlightenment and wisdom. So they're constantly fighting each other. And the weapons of the body, I just said, it is its desire to indulge in things, to have a lot of sex, to eat a lot of food, to have a lot of instant gratifications. That's what the body wants, and the body can't ever get enough of that. That's the animal self. The spirit, however, wants truth, and the weapon of the spirits are disease, suffering, the emptiness you feel after you just indulged in something, and it is death. What does it mean? Well, if you are having an existence in this lifetime and you are somebody that is super addicted, that is seeking pleasure all the time, you're capable to lock the spirit away for some time, which means there is not this nudge of the spirit that continuously wants to tell you, hey, you know what, seek something greater, seek truth, seek wholeness. So you can just live this 3-dimensional world, you can indulge fully. But at some point, the spirit will use one of its weapons, which might be disease. So your body gets sick.
Your body gets sick and you can't eat the foods which you liked, and you can't do the things which you did. You can't drink, you can't party, you have to lay in a bed, you have to relax. You cannot do the things which you used to do all the time. And it is because your spirit awakened and it doesn't want you to be unaware of it, and it already calls you to it.
Let's say you don't get sick, so you just are able to keep locking the spirit in for your whole life and you just indulge with whatever you want. But at a certain point, the body will die. And because the spirit is eternal, it will live on. And the cycle continues. We're usually reincarnating, that's what I believe, we reincarnate in another body and we just have another chance. We can just continue our life journey on that path towards wisdom, towards truth and wholeness. So this makes a lot of sense, right? That there is this constant fight going on between the spirit and the body. How can it be relevant for us now in our lifetime, on our journey? You know, a lot of people have these really cool tattoos that say mind over matter. And it's a really great concept. With the power of positive thoughts, affirmations and great attitude, you can make the mind serve you in a positive way. So you're able to affect matter. You're able to create a life that is filled with abundance and money and love and beautiful home and so on. So you're using your mind to affect your reality. But this is still just a three-dimensional game. It is still the mind and the body working together. And both of these are temporary. Both of these don't keep on existing after we die. So there must be something greater than that, and that would be 5D over 3D, which is in essence meditation. When we meditate, we sit down, we close our eyes, we calm our minds, we are detaching from our physical body and we are detaching from the mind. We are able to access the soul, we are able to access the spirit in us. We are able to connect with that intelligence that created all. Now, there is not really a shortcut, I believe, in enlightenment. The life is a journey, lifetimes are a journey, and through experience we can gain wisdom much more than just by reading a book or hearing somebody tell you their story. So we are each at a different point in our lifetime, in our evolution towards wholeness, towards source, and the journey will take as long as it needs to take for us to truly understand the lessons that we are meant to learn. But when we connect in meditation with the spirit, we can detach from our body's needs, from our body's desires, and we can access the source which contains all the information, all the wisdom, all the knowledge, and it can help us to go in the right direction. Our soul is our compass, they say. Our soul will continuously hold this connection between spirit and body, and the spirit will nudge us in the right direction, and we can follow that path. Our soul will register everything as experiences, lessons, and eventually wisdom, which we keep taking on to the next life. And this journey, I believe, is just allowing us to merge at one point with Source so much that we are no longer dependent on the three-dimensional reality, and we are just everything. We are just wholeness, oneness, pure consciousness. This, what we have shared with you now, is something that helped me really understand why we are on this planet and where we are going, what our life journey is, what the purpose is. I have to also add that the body is really important. It is really important that we get the body, because with it we can gain information, we can gain experience. It is a tool to have experiences through the lifetimes, and those translate later into wisdom. So it is really important that we are in these physical bodies and that we do make the experiences throughout our lifetimes, and they will eventually guide us towards Source. I hope this makes sense to you. It is a very deep topic. I'm very well aware of it. I hope I was able to explain it to you in a way that is beneficial for you. Please let us know in the comments what you think about this, what you understand from it, and how you can use this in your lifetime and on your journey.